Hello YouTube. I'm going to do a deck profile for my Chaos Agent deck. I was previously running a Pure Fairy deck. It was sort of a Valhalla Shine Ball Turbo hybrid type deck. Um, so yeah, and I got both my hands right now. Usually I have to, actually hold the camera and just sort of set them down. But I've got this makeshift stand going, so yeah. But let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with the light portion of my deck. Um, 3 Earths. The main searchers, they're agents, so you can use them for Hyperion. It's a level 2, so you can gotcha with it. Um, so yeah. Then 3 Venuses. Obviously, you need them for the Shine Balls, and you kind of need to run the Shine Balls for the Synchro Summoning and everything. There are some pretty big plays that you can use Venus with, plus it's a level 3, so you have really good level 3 Xyz. In fact, most of the best Xyz monsters in the game are level 3s, except for maybe the Evolstar things. Those are pretty badass. Right. And then there's the 3 Shine Balls. I just explained those, so. Then there's the big guy, Hyperion. I'm running 3. I don't know if I should be. I'll talk about that later. There's another card that I'm running right now. Then I'm running 2 Christias. I'm debating taking one out because, though I like it, it's a really powerful card, and once it's on the field, it's really hard to get into the grave. So, yeah. But there's a lot of special summoning, so. Alright, and then Honest, which is obvious. I mean, honestly. Marshmallow. He just can't be destroyed by battle and does a little bit of damage. In case I need to stall. Alright, that's it for the light portion of my deck. I really need a BLS, that's one thing I need. Alright, now for the dark portion of my deck. Hold on while I organize it. Okay. Spirit Reaper, this in Marshmallow. That's a really easy level 3 or rank 3 exceed. So yeah, say Leviathan Dragon, even if they kill it, then you now have 2 in the graveyard, and this is a chaos deck, so you have a light and dark in the graveyard there, so that's kind of dangerous. Sangan, why wouldn't you run Sangan? Double Battle Fader, simply because it can save your butt. I don't know if I'll take these out and put in Effect Veilers. There's some other cards that I want to take out to put in Effect Veilers, but yeah, it's expensive. I can't wait till it's reprinted. Finally get one myself. 2 Birdmen. There's huge plays that you can get off with Birdmen. That and a Venus equals almost anything, from a Leviathan Dragon to a Trishula to a Gotchi and a Stardust. So, crazy stuff. Double Trag, because Trag is awesome. If there are so many level 8s in this deck, if you drop a Trag and they have a BLS, you can take it. Plus, if you have 6 cards in your hand somehow, say they will use 1 day or something, you drop it, you now have a monster that's bigger than their BLS. Alright. Double Chaos Sorcerer. I said I don't have a BLS, so that's what I'm running right now. I'm not going to explain Chaos Sorcerer. Caius. Though it's slightly harder to get out than everything else because it's one of the only monsters that actually requires you to sacrifice things for it. It instantly removes anything, so that's a really big deal. Well, it's not a big deal, but it's a good deal. And then Gores. And that's a really, really good card. This right here, Dark Arm Dragon. This is why I didn't know if I wanted to take out a Hyperion. he doesn't cut out on the graveyard, so except when you want to use his effect, like Hyperion takes out lights, Christia takes out a light. Dark-Armed Dragon doesn't take anything out unless you want to start blowing stuff up. And even so, it's a once per turn thing, so yeah. Wait a second. Yeah. Sorry, it does not say that it's a once per turn thing on Dark-Armed Dragon, so now I am actually scared. Cool. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to take out Hyperion or not. Probably, now that I read that. So here's my spell lineup. Monster Reborn, Pot of Duality. I like to run 2 Pot of Dualities, but I recently got rid of my other one, so that I could get Caius. But, I have a Cards from the Sky, and I'm debating putting that in. Double creature swap, don't have a mind control. I like this because it's permanent, but you can't use the monster for synchro summoning unless it's face up. Or overlaying. So, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, those are both staples. And then 2 MSTs. I used to run 3, but I found out that it was redundant. As for the trap lineup, I don't know if I'm going to take some of these out, but Starlight Road. Instant Stardust. Is that bad? No. Trap Dust Shoot. Good card, especially if you know what other cards do. And Double Bottomless, because Bottomless is awesome. Onto the extra deck. I have my double Gachi Gachis, which are good, especially since like there's so many level 2s. Leviathan Dragon, I'm really skimping on my Xyz monsters. There's Leviathan Dragons and mains, Levier. I think that's about it for what I'd want. So, yeah. And then for synchroing, I don't have an Armory Arm, but I would run one if I had one. Magical Android. I like this, especially since you pay a lot. This guy just brings it all back. Magical Android. If I had a Catastor, I'd run one. That's what I'd run for another level 5. Level 6, Gaia Knight. If I had a Brio, I would, but I don't. Brio's expensive. Apparently they're reprinting it for Hidden Arsenal 5, though, so I can't wait for that. I don't have any level 7s right now, but I'm going to get a Triforce, a Gen X Ally Triforce, and a, what's his face? Black Rose. That's what I want. As for level 8s, I need a Scrap Dragon. Then I have Stardust. And level 9s, this is the only level 9 that I want. Trish. Look at it. I recently just got one, so I'm kind of still amazed that I have one. Yeah. I have a side deck. It's made mainly for taking down Dark Worlds and Exodius. Nova Summoner to get out some of my other stuff later on. Sanctuaries, I don't know why I even have those in there. I might just take them out. Consecrated Light, those are for Dark Worlds. It doesn't stop Fabled Dark World very well, but, you know, it does stop Dark World. Non-fusion area for, well, fusion decks, you know. Greed against Exodia. They'll kill themselves before they get Exodia. Not always, but it does help a lot. Leeching the Light. Mirror Match. Hanewata. Chain Burn. Good. Banisher. Use Nova Summoner to get Banisher out, and then you can say fuck you to Dark Worlds or Fables. Sky Scourge Invisil. Tribute a Fairy. That kills Dark Worlds and Exodias, because that makes it where the only things that they can use really to discard for a Dark World deck is Raven, Mind Crush, Brawn, Dark Scheme. Dark Smog too, but that's about it. and he's bigger than Braun is, even with Gates. Tualatin, he screws over any single attribute deck. It'll screw over Chaos deck too, because you select Dark and nothing they have can hit the field, so most likely it won't even hit the graveyard. Twilight decks, select Light, it'll blow everything up, so say Judgment Dragon, yeah, screw that guy. And double smashing, because why not? Alright, so yeah. Any tips would be helpful. I want to take this to regionals or something. I want to take it basically far. And yeah. So thank you for watching, and just comment, subscribe, give advice, trades. I have some. Yeah, thank you. Bye.